And again, that's a slower one. He's hit this one high in the air. Will he be able to...
This is in the air. There's a fieldsman back, but he may not be far enough back. It's over the top of the fine fashion. The captain decides that he needs a bit of help. Just the one bounce into the side screen. This time he's gone a little bit higher and a bit wider.
Outfield.
Oh, well bowled. Beautiful delivery. Beating for pace, really. They well a bit... did hit the inside.
Very noisy crowd. Very disappointing from Wasemak. When we found the edge, it certainly was catchable. The slips are quite deep because of his pace, but you do expect the wicketkeeper, the man with the gloves, to take the catch. So he's a little bit agitated.
Wide again, so he's struggling. Good shot. That's quite a long boundary down there, so they'll have to settle for 2. Krishmacharya Shrikant. Try to hit that one straight down the ground. There'll be a lot of you very interested in that rain mud.
No wicket for 21.
Inhibited in the last couple of weeks.
Jadeja has got that away straight down the ground. One of the few really firm strokes. It's Imran Khan to Shrikant. Just confirming the teams for this match. This clash between... Left out Ravi Shastri. That was foreshadowed in the morning journals around the country.
Communication should be the word, and there wasn't a lot there.
He's got away with that down the leg side. It's no wicket for 24. And he's waiting, and umpire Shepard eventually said, yes, you must go. Akib Javed W finally had him caught behind.
Yes, ball just straightening a little bit and carrying no problems to Mohan there, the wicket keeper. He didn't get overly clear, and now 1 for 25.
The breakthrough for Pakistan there, 1 for 25, and extraordinary lengths have to go to that.
I think he'll share back.
Azharuddin
Came so far in this tournament.
And it's 1 for 26 in 11. But we didn't see much of him with the bat. He came into time where the bat had... That's a lovely shot. Just the most superb timing. Footwork good. Delightful swing of the bat. And perfect timing.
Yes, that's definitely what timing's all about. Not too much energy expelled here. Full face of the bat.
Well, that's equally as good a stroke as the one he played off the back foot in the last over.
Definitely. Again, not expending a lot of energy, but perfect timing from the Indian skipper. That ball racing between cover and mid-off before. It's the second time Imran Khan has overpitched the first delivery of his spell. It's the
Jadeja doing a good job for India as an opening batsman, but his partner, the man that's out, Chris, away from the main part of the action. Sohail, that's what India need more of.
Good running, good fielding. Sohail very quick across the ground.
Beautifully placed. Bisected the two outfielders.
Not a very good delivery from Wasim Haider, this. He's dragged it down short and down the leg side. chips it away, helps it on its way, splits the field. There's a man at long leg, there's a man at deep square leg. Neither of them are going to stop that going for 4.
Best innings, best over of the innings so far for India. Third boundary for Azharuddin.
This time he's gone a little bit higher and a bit wider. That brings up the 50 partnership between these. 75 balls it's taken them to bring up their 50 partnership, and Jadeja starting to take over the senior role. A bad one. Imran putting in the long strides out at wide mid-off. Unable to throw properly with his shoulder injury. A bit of pressure on the Pakistan captain.
That's a good indication of just how bad Imran's shoulder is. But he's had to throw it in along the ground. Can't get it up above the shoulder. Can't get his hand up above the shoulder to throw. Just going back to that match here at the SCG tomorrow. That
fine fashion. The captain decides that he needs a bit of help. Just the one bounce into the side screen.
That's as perfect a placement as you'll find Jadeja. The footwork was quite magnificent. That was Mohammad Azharuddin. Straight down the ground, could hardly have been much straighter. The footwork taking...
That's out. He's caught behind, trying to cut it very fine and very hard. Mushtaq Ahmed comes back the best way possible. He takes a wicket of the
U486.
Young player with a great reputation. He's played 8. This is in the air. There's a fieldsman back, but he may not be far enough back. It's over the top of the fieldsman into the fence for 4. India are 2 for 94. 2 for 9. The men out. Cambly gets the gap. Sohail fielding down there. Cambly's got with 2 fieldsmen back. Wasim Akram was the fieldsman at mid-on. He was quite a way in. Obviously felt the fence was a lot closer than it really was. Cambly getting into the act now. A short delivery from Haider. And Zamam Al-Haq. That's good ground. 2. It's in the air. It's a half volley. He's claiming the catch. Nobody's really looked at the umpire. The umpire was a straight half volley. Quite confident that the ball carried. Jadeja obviously had a different view of it than the Pakistan fielders. And umpire Peter McConnell, who was at square leg. Good piece of fielding. He's got forward. 3 for 101.
He'll be looking to do a lot better than that here today at the SCG against Pakistan. And after 29 overs and 1 ball, India scoring.
I'm going to have to say, David, it's the first Indian supporter I've seen waving a Pakistan flag.
He's obviously an undercover agent. India now.
Sohail pulled away. He's a beautiful puller. Sachin Tendulkar, as soon as it's a fraction short, he rocks back onto the back foot. That's why he's going to be a great player. He's certainly a fine back-foot player, either on the off or onside.
That long on, the area he wanted to go was in the direction of mid-wicket. Imran Khan is there, so he decided to go over Imran's head.
This time he cuts on the offside. That could well be 4 again. That's superb batting by this young star. And boundaries are needed. He's changed the line of the bowl by putting the first ball over mid-wicket, wide of off stump, and he cuts beautifully.
This is a bit easier facing this left-arm bowling than the stuff at the other end. About 80 mile an hour difference in pace.
Well, he throws, he'll be able to throw here shortly. Yes, silly cricket. The pressure applied now by the Indian batsman. That was feverish play by backward point. There was never a run out on there. Concedes the overthrow.
Mushtaq was the man at backward point, and he had him if he'd hit. So really it was the bowler at fault. He should have been behind the stumps in a position to take the throw.
Nice placement. Beats mid-wicket. They look for two. Happy with the single. So there's a bit happening here at the Sydney Cricket Ground now. In the 38th over, they need to lift their run rate. They have 7 wickets in hand, India. Sachin Tendulkar, the bright star of this summer. The bat really has given us a lot of pleasure in the Test and One Day Internationals. Made a magnificent century here on the Sydney Cricket Ground in the Test match. It was all class. .148 not out in that Test match. 3 for 144. Pakistan need wickets. New batsman to the crease. 6 for 20 in his first spell. He's quite tidy. It's charged and they get a single.
This will be interesting to see how Imran goes in the second spell. He's got a shoulder problem. He's had pain-killing injections for the game so that he could play. And the hard part, I would imagine, would be bowling, getting warm, and then cooling down and having to come back again. He was doing a few exercises in that last over while Sohail was bowling. But it won't be easy for a man of almost 40 to come back with a shoulder injury.
It's Hedges World Cup champion competition is a competition where a player will be chosen from all the teams competing in the World Cup. The prize is a magnificent new Nissan ZX Nissan sports car. There it is, it's a ripper. Great design, advanced technology, functional beauty, beautiful car to drive. Well, there's a chance to run out short if he hits. Gets back. Imran not behind the stumps. That was fair enough. Didn't have much time. That was very, very close.
As Camberley was charging, good piece of work there by Sohail to throw on the turn, and they had him either way with a direct hit, or if Imran had hit them, Imran just didn't have time to get back to the stumps.
He's the Ben Hedges World Cup champion. He'll win that magnificent motor car, the new 300 ZX Nissan sports car. Some wonderful competitions throughout the year. 24 valve, 3 litre, magnificent motor car. The competition is wide open. It's early days yet in the World Cup. There'll be plenty of great individual efforts before this series is over. Nice shot, but doesn't beat Malik at mid-wicket. So Imran Khan just putting on the brakes by bowling a very good line. Years of experience and great all-round cricket. Just one run off the over. 3 for 145. The leg spinner who bowled very well in his first spell, I thought. 7 overs, 1 for 35. The wicket of Mohammad Azharuddin, who's in great touch. He comes on from the Randwick end to the left-hander, who hasn't played him all that well. This time he plays the glide, gets away.
That's a very good shot, realising that the man was fairly fine at backward point. Just got back and glided it very fine, almost out of the keeper's gloves.
Imran not happy with the fielder, so he makes a change. Javed comes into the circle in that position, protecting the late cut or glide. Chipped in the air, there's a man out there who's getting under it. Huck does the job, good bowling, poor selection of shot, but that's good effort by the leg spinner, kicking the ball up under pressure.
Trying to score quickly, it can be very difficult, as Camberley has found out. India 4 for 147.
Tendulkar with the batsman on strike, they ran through as that stroke was played. Just the single. It's a very good over.
Where he wanted.
Oh, he's got him, bowled him, first ball, Mandrake, clean bowl by Mushtaq. A fine piece of bowling and great captaincy by Imran Khan.
5 for 148.
And Mushtaq has done a great job.
And then he's out first ball for a duck.
Capel almost drags it on as well, gets an inside edge and it races down to fine leg for a single. Capel, who scored 21 off 21 balls faced at the gap. It's well hit and beautifully placed. That's why he's one of the all-time greats. Kapil Dev hitting over cover for 4. 5 for 160. It was a glorious shot from the great all-rounder.
This is a wonderful timer. That was a pretty good shot because the ball spun and spun quite sharply. But by just using a quick foot.
And again, that's a slower one. He's hit this one high in the air. Will he be out? It'll be 6. Over the top she goes. A magnificent blow. That was also... Well, he's a quick learner. He didn't know what to do with the one before. This one he's hit out of the ground.
He was obviously in two minds before. He didn't know whether to hit it for 4 or 6. So he decided 6 was the one. In fact, it seems to have landed in defence. And in fact, David Shepherd now is changing his signal.
No ball called, and that's his 50. 50 or 57 balls. He's a lovely little batsman to watch.
Player Sachin Tendulkar, 3 4s, almost a 6. Strike rate of 87.7.
Another slow one, and again it's pulled away down towards the boundary, and this time into the fence. Dev really latching onto that one, and Aki in the air and out. Imran making the catch at mid-wicket. Dev not quite middling that one. And it just spooned up to Imran, and there was no way in the world he was going to drop that one.
A very good knock from Kapil Dev.
And Moray was just short.
Almost the perfect. Moray on his way for 4. India 7 for 213.
So the clock ticks over to 6 o'clock, which means that they won't get the extra 7 for 213.
That could also be a wide, but David Shepherd, in a generous mood, lets that one go. But that's out. Kapil Dev, the leading Indian bowler, has made the breakthrough again, and the Indian supporters are delighted. Just a little bit of swing there we saw in the first over. Zaman Al-Haq is on his way back to the pavilion. Ball just straightening up slightly. He's hit him on the roll of the pad, but umpire David Shepherd in no doubt whatsoever.
Certainly no doubt in umpire Shepherd's mind. Leaving the field rather slowly.
And that's out. That time he's got the line, the length and everything right. Fazal has been searching for the ball and he's finally found it.
A lovely little outswinger there from Manoj Prabhakar. The Indian fans are very happy about it too, and so they should be. He found the line, impeccable outswinger. Started angling in, straightened up, went away. Nice little nick. Pakistan are now
Very good technique, Jav. Kapil has tried to catch Javed Miandad's eye, but Miandad was having none of it. So he managed to catch David Shepherd's eye, on the basis that, oh, that was close, wasn't it?
Well, it's always worth keeping in contact with your friendly umpire. And the better relations you keep with umpires, they always feel the better chance they have of getting decisions in their favour.
The end of the over. Umpire Shepherd says so, and it's 2 for 41. Well, now Srinath's suggesting there was no stroke played there, but umpire Peter McConnell will have none of that.
One.
Well, he's had 2 go past second slip. Now he's had 1 go over the head of the man at backward point. The one's down.
That's good fielding.
And until such time as Javed actually lofts one over the top of the field, they'll keep them up.
Have been all the way through. And well taken. That's a good catch. Chris Strickkamp there coming forward and taking a good catch at mid-wicket, just a few centimetres above the turf.
That's good cricket. Not easy to take those, and he was on his way in. He pushed forward for the catch, even though it was a very well struck ball and a full toss. Now, that's good stuff. Good cricket. And it provides the 3rd wicket at 105.
That's out. He's taken by Kieran Moray. A little bit of width there as well. Prabhakar all steamed up about it. He's delighted. Mohammad Azharuddin in the background will be very happy. Indians recognise that.
As ever, 1 free-flowing shot that goes to the boundary, 1 free-flowing shot that is nicked to the keeper, and of course the title of careless will spring straight to mind there. And the many scribes watching this game. Salim Malik, not a very good shot there. And now
Javed Miandad wants the run. Imran Khan is too slow off the mark. And that really was a foolish piece of cricket. They didn't need to lose a wicket at this stage. Not quite sure who's the main one to blame.
Imran Khan hasn't batted yet until today in the competition. A little bit unfamiliar with the rules of calling here, confusion. Imran hesitated and hasn't beaten the throw back yet. Very well taken by Raju, who takes the bails off, and David Shepherd in perfectly and in some trouble.
5 fieldsmen on the fence. Oh, and he's got him, yes, out stump. Raju has struck. Boy, didn't he enjoy that, having dropped him. Went the bails, and Wasim Akram.
Ball, no turn there. Wasim Akram playing for it, and Kieran Moray having very little trouble taking the bails off, well out of his ground. And Kadavadi Raj.
To a bowl, and he's got him off the inside edge. Well, that's it for Pakistan. Their star player now on his way back. It looked as if he was trying to starve at Miandad out.
Yes, a little in-swinging Yorker from Srinath. He's very happy about it, and so he should be. That was the last nail in the coffin for Pakistan. He was the man they needed out, Javed Miandad, for 40 of 110 balls.
Boy, he's given that one heaps, but he's going to be caught. What a good shot to get out to. He's hit it right off the meat of the bat. It's gone flying away down towards the boundary at point. And Mandraker, as he do, he bowled a short one, got cut away, but got a wicket.
Yes, a very well struck stroke. Mandraker having no problems with the
Over. And he's got him, so that's it. Clean bowl off the first ball. A great win for India at the Sydney Cricket Ground. That gives them the 2 points they badly needed.
And they were certainly due to have a little bit of luck. Srinath finishing off things in fine style. And clean bowling. The last man, Aqib Javed. Tendulkar was steady bowling, so a good